Hello and welcome to ZFF Daily. I'm Stuart Brazel and I'm joined by Josef, the director of MANOS SUCIAS. First, let's take a look at a clip.
¿No pensás bailar? Vení, hombre, a la bobada. Y lo que sobra es culo, bailar.
No, a mí no me gusta el choque, además eso es una pendejada.
So, what inspired you to make this film and tell this story set in Colombia?
I first went to Colombia about 8 years ago. I was a young man trying to explore and understand the world. So I went
traveling.
Yeah, just traveling with my friend who had been living in South America for many years. He was an artisano, and he would crochet hats and live off selling the hats and travel all around South America. So right before I started a graduate film school at NYU, we were both waiting tables together, and he was going on a trip, and I said, let me come with you. So we kind of went off the beaten path, and we traveled. We started in Guayaquil, Ecuador, and made our way north into Colombia. And when we were trying to go to these very specific hidden beaches and stuff, we would go through these towns where the fishermen would tell us stories of, you know, sort of how the town is under siege by all these different groups, and how you know, they're building like narco submarines if you go down that river a mile away, and how the guys fight to get a job on it. So I was, as a filmmaker, I was immediately interested in what this world was. And so over the course of, I guess, 7 years now, I went back and I researched and did more thorough research with a local from Colombia. And yeah, that's kind of where it all started.
You were filming in really dangerous territory. Tell us about, you know, really being in the thick of things.
Yeah, so we shot in Buenaventura, which is the biggest port city on the Pacific coast. And it's a place, you know, it's a complicated place. It's kind of the epicenter for a lot of things that are going on in this world, in the narco trafficking world. But you know, the people in Buenaventura are really special. There's incredible musicians, actors for the film. So although it was a challenge for us in the production, it was very important to shoot in the real place, because we wanted to kind of give a voice to the people who are kind of not seen in this cycle of this international issue.
You're telling a much different story. You know, we also have Escobar film that premiered here, and it's you're not trying to make things glamorous. You're showing the raw, the realness.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we just, you know, I mean, those films have their place too, and I understand why they're made. But our film was, really about Buenaventura and the Pacific coast, and kind of a place that's kind of been forgotten. And you know, it's majority of it is Afro-Colombian, the Pacific coast, and so, you know, we wanted to show kind of the youth that kind of get caught up in this cycle, and you know, don't really have a choice a lot of times. There's not a lot of different options for them. So and we just kind of wanted to give a glimpse into it. It was never about, you know, glamorizing the drug trade or anything. In fact, we never even show any drugs in the film. Really, just this torpedo. Just this thing that is towing off the back of their boat. But in a way, it's a sort of a metaphor for all the hopes and dreams of the life that people are trying to escape from.
Make a better way for themselves. Yeah. And tell me how you found the actors.
So the actors are from a theater school in Buenaventura. My friend put me in touch with a teacher there. His name's Manuel Viveros, and he leads a troupe of, you know, anywhere from, I think, like 30 to 60 theater students, and they travel around Colombia and they do plays, but they're all Afro-Colombian, and they kind of do rendition of different plays, but do an Afro-Colombian rendition.
Their take on it.
Yeah. So I was introduced to them, and they're all from the barrios in Buenaventura, so they know the story and they understand the realities, and they're fantastic. Really my favorite part
was to work with them. And there's a lot of music in your film as well.
Yeah.
Was that inspired by them, or was that something you always wanted to have in your film?
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, just from spending time there and traveling there, and also my friend sending me music that's local to the area, I knew that I wanted to incorporate it into the film because it's such a big, important part of their culture, and sort of Buenaventura is also kind of like the hip-hop center of Colombia.
Right. What really drew you to, and what do you find special about your two main characters? How did you create them?
Well, I mean, the emotional core of the film is about brothers. They're two estranged brothers who end up on this journey together. And for myself, you know, I'm the youngest of three. So, yeah, in a way, that's kind of, to me, the film is just about brothers, you know. And
were there any moments that were very challenging while making this film?
Yes, there was a lot of moments that were challenging. Shooting on water is it's a terrible idea, and I don't recommend it.
But you did a lot of it?
Yeah, and we're shooting on the Pacific, so it's very rocky. The Pacific is not calm, and then so you know, we had our boom operator throw up on the
I was like, people must have gotten seasick.
Yeah.
You're like, hold it, wait, let me just take a break. I'll be back.
Our first AC, one of my really good friends, Nick Wynn, was just. After a while on the ocean, he just couldn't do it anymore. And
then finally, you funded this on Kickstarter. Talk to us a little bit about when you decided to do that, and of course, working with Spike Lee. Gotta ask about him.
Sure. So Kickstarter we raised a part of our production budget. We raised $60,000 on Kickstarter.
Big deal.
Yeah. It's a great platform. I mean, especially for independent filmmakers. You know, I will say that it's a lot of work.
I know it's not as easy as just putting up a link. You have to do things.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a campaign, and you need people to. You need to be really focused on kind of running it. But at the same time, it brings a lot of publicity to your film indirectly, whether you realize it or not, in the social media world.
Yeah, when people get to be involved in the tweeting and the sharing.
Yeah,
and people feel involved from the beginning, which is cool.
Yeah. And then in terms of Spike, I went to the NYU graduate film program, so he teaches directing in your third year, and so that's where we kind of met and developed a relationship. And over the course of the next 5 years, when I was traveling back to Colombia, you know, I would shoot, you know, footage of the areas. I would shoot stuff with the actors, and I would show him, and I'd show him versions of the script. So he was always very interested in the film, and he liked the narrative very much. So, yep, he eventually came on board as presenter and executive producer for us to kind of help get the film out there.
Yeah.
So we owe him very much. It's very kind of him.
Well, we're thrilled to have your film here at the Zurich Film Festival.
No, it's an honor.
I know it's exciting to share it with audiences here. What are you working on next? Have you thought that far, or are you just kind of enjoying this?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, there's ideas, but nothing really. Nothing concrete yet. Myself and my writing partner Alan Blanco are, you know, we're brainstorming some ideas.
Well, you enjoy what you have.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. We look forward to seeing what does come from you next.
Cool.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and see you soon.
Watch more ZFF daily videos about the Zurich Film Festival and subscribe to our channel.